I have the great honor of introducing Morris Marcus. Morris, you were born in the Mir in Poland.
Behind the yeshiva.
And how old were you when you left?
9.
And you still remember? You still have memories?
I remember one of the most beautiful memories I have was in Shmini Atzeret. The Rosh Yeshiva, or Mir Yeshiva, used to get an avatiach and grapes from Israel. And he used to take a razor and cut each grape into 1,000 little pieces to give everybody
all the
taste and say Shechayanu, the taste of Israel. I remember the songs that used to sing there.
Do you remember some of the tunes?
Sure.
You want to sing one? You want to sing one?
Yeah, I can sing.
Let's hear. I'm sure our listeners would be delighted to hear.
Ja, din bagoyim malay gviot mochatroit leret rabba. Ja, din bagoyim malay gviot mochatroit leret rabba. Minachal bader. Ishtei menachal bader. Ishtei menachal derech. Ishtei menachal. Okay, Yorim Roy. Can you imagine the picture? This 1,000 yeshiva bachurim singing this. This was the Rosh Yeshiva song when he walked through. It was a fantastic thing. To us poor people, we had visited, of course there were rich people in here as well.
Yeah.
You had Katsav. He became the Prime Minister, the
President
of Israel. And the rich, as poor, we were poor. But I remember that the Reichtum of the American, especially Yeshiva Bachurim, they had double-sided pocket mirrors. Can you imagine? Double-sided pocket mirrors. Shlomo HaMelech.
And you were only 10 at the time? You were only 10 years old?
No, I was 10.
When you left?
9 and a half, and we left South Africa. I remember
South Africa,
things. My late father left in 1930 to come to South Africa. And he was a hand tailor. This is another side of the story. You know Cape Town at all? We lived in Wynberg, on corner of Pierce and Kegels Road, on the way to the shul, the corner shop. That shop belonged to the Ackermans. Ackermans' first shop in South Africa was in Wynberg.
That's right.
And they lived there. Raymond used to visit his grandmother there. And they sublet the front corner shop to my late dad.
Wow.
But the people who had that shop before my late dad were the Verwoods.
Really? Wow, that's amazing.
Hendrik Verwood,
wow,
was born there. His father had a paint shop before my dad took over to become a tailor shop.
And Morris, let me ask, going back to Mir, do you remember the castle? The very imposing castle, you remember?
My granny had the mill, Bashe, the Milnerke she was known. I remember when she passed away, my late dad had already gone to South Africa, and this was the second night Pesach. I remember she passed away, and I remember they had the funeral on second day Pesach in the evening. I can even see the Levaya now. But when I went back now to Mir, the whole cemetery was flattened. Not a stone was standing.
Was it very difficult going back? Was it very difficult for you to go back to visit where you were born?
Barry came with me.
Barry, that's Rabbi Barry
We
Marcus.
flew to Minsk, and then we had a man took us around. We went to Mir, Slonim, Baranovich, all those places.
How was it emotional going back? How was it for you emotionally? Emotionally, how was it for you going back to Mir? It must have brought back all the memories, all those rich...
There was nothing there. There was a building left from one of the yeshiva buildings.
Today it's a post office.
It's
a post office.
And a shoe shop.
Yeah.
Not a yid left in there. But I can still see below the castle this huge graveyard. 1,200 of my mentors and my contemporaries murdered there. In Mir, of course, it's emotional.
It's very emotional.
I could actually picture the ground moving like this. But one of the interesting things, we went back to Minsk. I don't know if you know Minsk.
I've been there.
In Minsk, they've got the communal center,
Yeah.
right? And when I came there, they told me that the Gruzinim had stolen the only Torah they had in that yeshiva, in that complex. And anyway, I went back to South Africa. I managed to get 2 Torahs.
2 Sefer Torahs, wow.
And I flew back to Minsk. And this is in the story in itself. What I did, I took the cloth off the outside Chaim and put them in my bag so that I can carry it. The outside Chaim, I packed with bubble pack and corrugated the thing. It was big like this. I arrived back in Minsk, and this was in the El Al Lufthansa terminal. And the Atze Chaim like this were the last, and there was an officer standing there. And I looked through the glass window, and to my surprise, there was Barry, the chief rabbi of Russia, the chief rabbi of Belarus, and some of the Gaboim from the shul to meet me there because I knew they had the Torah. And as the Atze Chaim were going around like this, the officer there, the customs man, said, "What have you got there?" So I said, "If you look there, you'll see the chief rabbi of Belarus, of Russia, my nephew from London." He gives me a salute like this. He says, "Please go through with my blessing."
Wow, amazing.
We arrived at the shul with the Torahs, and they found the 2 Torahs. But one of on the round thing, they found the disc. I didn't even know it was there. We cleaned the disc, and on the disc was written, "Die Tere is geschrieben by a sofa in Vilna."
Unbelievable.
They were over 100 years old.
Over 100 years old.
They were so happy. They were so happy. But the memory I have best is the Atze Chaim wrapped in bubble pack. They'd never seen bubble pack in their life.
Wow.
They were fighting each other to get pieces.
And it's amazing, Morris, you've kept a very close connection with the Mir in Yerushalayim.
Yes.
There's a room in the Mir that's dedicated to your family, and you actually...
we have I have a one word that I teach children, and I was in the committee of Highlands House and of the orphanage in Cape Town for years, and I teach him only one word, V'natenu. You know what V'natenu is? It's a palindrome. You read it back to front. What you give, you will receive. Doesn't mean if I give you 10 shekel today, I'm going to get 10 shekel back. Whatever you give, you will get back in some form of another. You will get it back in blessings. And just that little word, Venatanu, this has been my guiding life in life, and this is what I teach children.
Thank you
The
so much.
simple
Wow.
word, Venatanu.
Morris, you must just have all of Hashem's blessings, and it's been an honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Now, I can tell you plenty more.
We will.